A former personal assistant to Prince Andrew is drawing new attention after saying she would be willing to speak with police about the years she worked for the royal. Charlotte Manley served the Duke of York for several years in senior administrative roles and was closely involved in managing his official duties and finances. Her comments come as renewed scrutiny surrounds Prince Andrew's past associations and activities. While Manley says she has little to add, her willingness to cooperate with authorities highlights how questions about the prince's past continued to resurface years after the original controversies. The story also sheds light on the inner workings of royal offices and the staff members who handled sensitive responsibilities behind the scenes. Charlotte Manley serves as a senior member of Prince Andrew's private office during the late 1990s and early 2000s. She first joins his household in 1996 as Deputy Private Secretary and Treasurer, before receiving a promotion in 2001 to become his Private Secretary and Treasurer. In this position, she helps manage administrative responsibilities, financial matters, and parts of the prince's official schedule. Her role places her among the trusted staff members responsible for organizing travel, overseeing expenses, and coordinating logistical details connected to Andrew's public duties. Years later, Manley attracts renewed attention after saying she would be willing to speak with police if questions arise about the time she spends working for the Duke of York. When contacted by reporters, she explains that she would prefer to address investigators rather than the press, while also suggesting that she likely has little information to provide. Her response reflects caution while acknowledging that authorities would be the proper channel for any inquiry. During her time in the role, Manley reportedly authorizes routine financial payments connected to Andrew's activities. One transaction that later draws attention involves a small reimbursement linked to a massage appointment that takes place at Buckingham Palace. The appointment is said to be arranged through Ghislaine Maxwell, who is socially connected to the prince during that period. The massage therapist later describes the circumstances of the appointment during interviews with the press. She explains that she receives a call arranging a treatment at Buckingham Palace after being introduced through Ghislaine Maxwell. According to her account, she is told that she will be meeting someone extremely well known. When she arrives at the palace, she says that security allows her to enter and guides her through the building to the room where the appointment is scheduled. The therapist recalls feeling surprised by how easily she gains access to the palace environment. She explains that the visit appears informal compared with what she expects from a royal residence. When she enters the room, she says Prince Andrew greets her before briefly stepping into another area and returning moments later. She describes feeling uncomfortable during the initial moment, but states that the massage itself proceeds normally. In later interviews, she says that the encounter does not involve any inappropriate behavior during the treatment. She characterizes Andrew as polite and courteous throughout the session. The account gains media attention years later as journalists revisit people who have interacted with the prince during that period, examining details that might help explain the environment surrounding his personal and professional activities. Before joining Prince Andrew's household, Charlotte Manley builds a long and respected career in the Royal Navy. She serves for about 2 decades, beginning in 1976 and continuing until 1996. Her work earns recognition within the British military structure, and she develops a reputation for discipline and professionalism. After leaving the Navy, she transitions into royal service, where her administrative experience and organizational skills make her a valuable member of the Duke of York's private office. During the years she works with Andrew, Manley frequently accompanies him on official duties and international travel. Her responsibilities include assisting with logistics during overseas visits and supporting his work as a representative of the United Kingdom in trade and investment matters. Records from the court circular often mention her presence during these trips, reflecting her active role in the prince's professional engagements abroad. Her travels take her to several locations around the world, including the United States, South America, and parts of Europe. These visits often occur while Andrew promotes commercial relationships for the United Kingdom. After leaving his service in 2003, Manley continues her career within the royal environment, later working at St. George's Chapel in Windsor. She remains in that position until her retirement, maintaining a long record of service connected to the British royal household. Charlotte Manley's brief comments highlight how figures who once worked behind the scenes in royal households can suddenly find themselves back in the spotlight when old controversies resurface. Although she insists she has little to offer, her willingness to cooperate with authorities shows a readiness to address questions if they arise. The episode also reminds observers of the many staff members who quietly managed the daily operations of royal offices during Prince Andrew's years of public service. As attention around the Duke of York's past continues, stories involving former aides and associates are likely to keep emerging, offering new glimpses into a chapter of royal history that remains closely examined today.